Often in the water, you get down on yourself. What's the right way to approach this mentally?
Well, you've almost got to take a step backwards, Rich. This can add up so quickly. So give yourself a little pat on the back, say it's fine. I mean, you're human. You're allowed to hit bad shots. But the big thing now is to avoid 2 in a row.
Not what you wanted to hear, but this is the 5th shot after the ball went into the water. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Frank, the 14th hole. A lot has happened here over the years.
I think it's the litmus test on the back 9. That's where things really start to heat up. It looks like a straightforward tee shot, but often the eyes wander to that water down the left side. And of course, if you think about that, you invariably fire the ball towards the right, where those hillocks and thick rough is, and virtually no chance of reaching the par 4 and 2.
This one's sweet, Frank.
Super.
That's a good spot right there.
Center cut.
I mean, he just blasted it down the fairway, well over 325 yards. Frank, TPC Sawgrass has been such a great stage for so many great players through the years. I'm thinking about Norman, Couples, Love, Tiger, Phil, Sergio. They've all won here.
Well, when Norman shot that incredible score, that really made them change the golf course. It became a little bit more difficult after that, but...
Frank, you've just hit one in the water. You don't want to compound the mistake. What's the mindset here?
This one right here, you've got to forget that big blue oasis in front of you.
So hit the previous shot in the water, took a drop. This now the 3rd shot.
Good recovery shot. Couldn't make the green, but at least he's back in play.
Played the smart shot right there. Frank, halfway home on maybe the toughest par 4 in the golf course.
Yeah, for some reason, for such a big green, it's always hard to get that second shot close. There's a bunker over there.
I think he's headed for it. That looked like a miss hit, Frank.
The lie was okay. It's a little surprising. Maybe wrong club.
This is the 4th shot for Ian Poulter. Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man.
Under out of the rough. Expect the ball to jump forward a little bit. Rich, I thought he could get this close.
That just is amazing. Just a mind blower right there. Absolutely incredible. He made the shot. Three over for the day. Frank, the 15th hole certainly has the respect of the professionals.
But you're right. This is a positional hole where just keep the ball down the left center. You can't go too far, though, because you'll get blocked out or you'll run out of fairway. From there, it's really about knowing where the flag is, what position on the green, because this is another green that's not flat. If the second shot lands on the wrong portion of the green, it'll finish well away from the hole.
And now it's right in his wheelhouse, good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. That ball's sitting up, you can bring it in high, you can bring it in low. The choice is yours. This is definitely not going down the fairway.
It doesn't look good. I think it's going to be in the deep rough. Pretty good result right there, considering...
It looked rough all the way.
Exactly.
Rich, really did.
Frank, what's the key on this approach here at the 15th?
Well, knowing exactly where that pin placement is, Rich. There's mounding. There's that little gut out of the right side of this green. If you miss your mark here, that ball can easily finish 30 or 40 feet away.
Birdie attempt coming up for Ian. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
This would be a nice birdie for Ian Poulter. So with that, they're trying to fight back, now at 2 over. Just a couple of feet. Continues to amaze, yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. You licking your chops here, Frank, as a player, when you get to this tee box?
Well, it's an opportunity. A 4 here certainly makes the mood better when you walk to 17 and then 18. So a 4 here is more than just making a birdie on a par 5.
It's nice to roll in a 25-footer now and then. Those feel good. But still, there's nothing like hitting that perfect tee ball. Long and straight.
Yeah, you can puff out your chest, last to play, the advantage, holes shorter. Basically, the list goes on. Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. Into the tall cabbage. That ball is swallowed up. Second shot coming out of the rough here. Well, look out. This could be wet, Frank.
It's heading towards the hazard.
So, drop the shot after ending up in the water on that recent miscue. This now the 4th shot after the last one was in the water.
Yeah, just somehow just get it on the green.
That should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Frank, not just a player, but an artist. Just beautiful work right there.
The only thing I can say, Rich, is that was Seve-esque.
Set to go. Not an easy shot by any means. Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Well, he'll be disappointed with that, no doubt.
Yeah, swing didn't quite look right on that one.
All right, Frank, just on the fringe, you might be thinking about making this.
Well, he's a better chipper than you, Rich.
But he's putting for eagle now. You may have lost track at home, but we're keeping count, and that is 9 under for the day. This is a bogey attempt for Poulter. Not his best effort right there. That's a bogey, and now 3 over. Frank, not to plant the seed of doubt, but we must deliver the facts here on this telecast. 44 balls in the water a couple of years ago, 28 last year.
Rich, that's the announcer's curse. What will he do?
Hoping to get this up and down here, Frank, at the par 3 after missing the green.
It's not all bad.
Frank, this one's offline.
There's rough and thick stuff over there.
Frank, better than we thought it was going to be.
Yeah, that looked like it was headed for that thick stuff the whole way, but a little fortunate. But then I guess you're allowed that in this game.
Birdie chance here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
That may have been a bit too much to ask for there, that distance putt, Frank.
Yeah, it's fine to be greedy before you hit the putt, but after you've hit it, 2 from that distance is fine.
Ooh, what a shot right there. Beautifully done. This putt for par. Did the job right there. People always talk about 17 being visually intimidating. Frank, what about 18?
If there's a little bit of wind off the right, the tee shot is so much easier. But if that wind is coming off the water, not only do you see the water and the wooden bulkheads, you see all the rough and the trees on the right. And of course, then you start bringing 5, 6, 7, even 8 into play. That's what makes this tee shot so hard. That's a ginormous tee shot. Hazard?
Maybe wet. Frank, I hate to go negative, but let's clear a few things up. The penalties when you hit it in the water versus hitting it out of bounds.
Yeah, some people, that's a good question, Rich, because some people think they're almost the same, but when you hit it out of bounds, you're actually losing a stroke and a distance. For example, if I'm teeing off on a par 4 and I hit it out of bounds, I'm penalized a stroke for hitting it out of bounds.
Extra stroke added after going into the water. Still going, and going the wrong way. This is the 5th shot after that previous one went into the drink.
This has to go in the hazard.
Needs to get up. Or Frank, not easy to keep your eye on the target when you've just splashed down.
Yeah, but on the flip side too, one bad shot doesn't have to lead to 2.
Number 7, and nothing lucky about this one, Frank, after hitting it in the water.
It really starting to get away from the player right now, and this is...
Never a pleasant moment, the drop after you've gone into the water, but here we are. Now the 9th shot after the last one found the drink.
Yeah, when this is all over, might want to jump in that water just to cool down.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Great way to finish off the final approach shot with a birdie opportunity.
Now it's at sneaky distance.
This for par. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Really good round out there today. What's the mindset, Frank, to keep it going?
First thing, really, Rich, just try and keep the same composure for tomorrow's round. Get some rest. We know that. Shouldn't really have to hit the range. Swings in good position. Just keep it easy and visualize how tomorrow's going to pan out.